Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Good Morning Nanton Live. Thank you very much for joining us here today. The reason I'm popping on here first before our Highway 533 band pops on is because, guess what? Our Highway 533 band is actually back. What do you know?
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
A little bit of a caveat with that, though, hey? So basically, you're just I've got some kids in the studio today. We're going to be talking to them, but they were showing me some good dance moves. I want to see maybe if you can give me some good dance moves while Jason's playing and singing today, because apparently you haven't been feeling all that well, hey?
No, I managed to catch a cold a couple of weeks ago when I was out supporting this guy in the band he was playing with.
Yes.
And wasn't even able to participate in my year-end recital for my voice lessons properly.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, my voice has been screwed for a while.
Oh, no, that's so sad to hear. But Jason's going to take over.
Thanks, Dave. I needed the support. I haven't heard the end of it.
Well, that's what I usually do too. If I get ill in any way, I just blame my wife for it. So that's what I do.
I was
anyway,
out on my birthday supporting him and his friends, and came home with a cold.
But speaking of birthdays, you did say that you would cover the birthdays today. You'd help us out with that, right? Okay. Because I mean, we could do it, but how nice of you to offer to do it, even though you're not feeling all that great. Just want to remind everybody, of course, throughout the show, if you guys want to comment or engage in any way, then you can definitely do that. We will take any comments that you have. And we're going to get to it with our Highway 533 band now that they are back, and you guys don't have to listen. And I'm talking to the viewers now. They don't have to listen to me doing karaoke anymore.
Oh, come on.
So, yeah. So why don't you guys take it away and entertain us off the top of the show here?
Living on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All those tourists covered in oil, strumming my six string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp, yeah, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason I stay here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think it could be my fault. I blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, cut my heel, I had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think it could be my fault. Yes, and some people claim that there's a woman to blame. And I know it's my own darn fault.
Yay! You're back.
Yay.
You're back. That's awesome. I'm going to bring Alec in as well. So just
Hi.
Alec, add a little bit of comic relief here, having Alec in. So thank you for joining us there, Alec. Again.
Yeah. Hey,
we're also,
no problem.
We're also going to bring in Amanda, who's live on location. She's a little choppy. It looks like she's a little choppy. So let's bring her in and see how she does here. Okay. So let's do this. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
Lovely wife. How are you?
Super good.
That's good. Okay, your video's a little choppy, but you sound pretty good. So
Okay.
yeah, you just kind of take it slow there.
I had an earbud just as Jason started singing go, battery dead. So,
Oh, really?
We'll see.
It didn't want to hear me either.
I was just gonna say, there's some sort of sign there. There's some sort of sign going on. So, Amanda, why don't you give us an update here of what's going on? We see that you're laughing out loud this morning.
yeah, that's right. I am at the Nanton Ball Diamonds. I don't know if you can see behind me, there's a ball game going on. It's the Nanton Minor Baseball. And on the other corner, closer to the highway, is another game that's going on. Bub's Classic Grill is also set up there with his food truck. So you
Cool.
can come out and enjoy some local kids baseball, which if you guys know us at all, we love baseball. So
Are you in prime position to be catching some home runs there?
I might, I watched a few bats before we got started, and I was kind of impressed. Like, I don't know, these kids look like they're about 7 to 9 maybe, and they were hitting them pretty good.
I'm feeling like there's a theme on the show today. I mean, we got the kids in the studio. You got the kids over there playing baseball. We got Jason. So there's kind of a theme going on here. I wonder what that theme is.
Kids at heart.
Oh yeah, kids at heart. That's right. So you're going to be live on location there at the Diamonds, kind of watching what the kids are doing there for the Nanton Minor Ball Association, and then you're going to be heading off somewhere else. And the beautiful thing about living in a small town is our roaming reporter or roving reporter, whichever you want to refer to her as, will be in 2 locations within about 30 seconds. So
Yeah, I'm going to jump on the highway, get to the farmer's market, and see what's happening there.
okay, cool. Okay, we will let you go, and we'll bring you back in just a little bit, and we'll see how everything's going on your end. Okay. See you later. Bye. Okay, awesome. Now, should we do birthdays right away just to save your voice there? Get that out of the way so that... And I noticed you jumped in there with helping Jason out.
Well, a little bit of harmony doesn't hurt.
Yeah, harmonies sure help the melody. So let's do the birthdays here. And you know what? I've got a bunch of kids that are in the background. I think they could probably help us sing happy birthday as well. So they'll follow along with me, okay? And I'll just let them know whose birthday it is. In fact, we've got, Dan Fox's birthday. Okay, so we don't have a lot today. So Shiloh and Dan, those are the birthdays. So kids, you remember that? Dan and Shiloh, okay? And we're going to do happy birthdays right now. So get your singing voices ready. Come on, clear your throats, kids. Come on. There you go. Okay. And we've got some guests who are already in the hot seats there. So we've got Christy Patton, who's here with us. And we also have Faye, who's there. So now we're going to open up all the microphones so that we can hear the kids in the background. Christy, are you a singer as well?
Oh, no.
No? What do you mean, no? Faye, you're a singer, right? You're a performer. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Look at that. Look at that shock in her face. Okay, let's do some happy birthdays here for Dan and Shiloh. Ready? Take it away, 533 band.
Happy birthday to
you. Louder, everybody.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dan and Shiloh. Happy birthday to you.
This is
wow.
a train that's fallen off the track a long time ago. So, and no, you know what? And Christy, I thought you would even just lip sync it, but she didn't even lip sync it.
Sorry.
you can lip sync things, and you can make yourself look like you're singing or something. You can play the part. Okay, well, so I guess everybody knows we've got Christy here, so from the Stavely Parkland 4-H Club, and we also have Faye and a lot of the kids from the 4-H Club that are here, and we're going to be talking to them in just a little bit. So we will bring you guys back in just a little bit. Thank you very much, Highway 533 Band, for helping us out with the birthdays, and we will talk to you guys in a little bit as well. We're going to chat with our good friend Alec right now, because Alec, of course, comes to us from Claresholm, and this show we have called Connecting Claresholm. So Connecting Claresholm airs every Friday from 12 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And what kind of fun do we have on Connecting Claresholm there? Alec, tell us all about it.
We have the kind of fun where Dave claims to have invented everything we talk about. That was yesterday's show. So you invented...
I invented...
a lot.
Clothes, stores, clothes,
apples, and QR codes. So QR codes. That was kind of the highlight of the show yesterday. We talked. There was a QR code on the show, and I didn't know. Like a lot of times, the show runs, and we don't. Things happen. You learn things about your co-host, your twin brother, if you will.
That's right.
Dave has an unbelievable emotional response to QR codes. I didn't see coming, but I learned very quickly.
Oh yeah,
to get him fired up.
I get triggered with the QR codes. They trigger me. So
I'll provide some context as to why we were talking QR codes. So yesterday we were talking to Megan McClung. She's our engagement coordinator here in Claresholm. So she is responsible for overseeing the planning of the big events. So coming up, Canada Day, next Saturday, a week today. So we had her on. We were talking a little bit about that. Or sorry, not Megan.
I was just going to say,
Megan was 2 weeks ago.
Had Megan on yesterday?
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sorry. We had Denise Spencer.
Denise Spencer, that's right.
Recreation director. There we go.
Yeah.
I got it.
There you go. Learn something new about your co-host.
I was just talking to Megan before this, so I'm confused. Anyway.
Okay.
So what's really amazing is that Fair Days, which is in August, we have a thing called a bench show. Now, a lot of communities have a bench show where you can highlight like photography, baking, gardening, Lego building, all that kind of stuff. Claresholm, I learned yesterday, has had a bench show for about 100 years. And it's there's been a few years where it hasn't happened. It's coming back. Very exciting. So this has been the bench show art for a long time. And so it's going to be happening starting, I believe, on the Friday night, August. I believe that's the 11th. So it's really exciting. What's really neat is that when you get an entry form, or if you see the forms up around town, there's a QR code that you can scan, and it'll help you get yourself entered into the bench show. And then Dave lost his mind.
Lost my mind
about it, which is great. And yeah, Denise, she runs a lot of programs as well as her professional responsibilities at the pool. It's Drowning Prevention Week coming up. They've got swimming lessons and all that. So we talked quite a bit about that yesterday. We also have, this is really neat. This is happening today. Actually, at about 1 o'clock. This is the Make-A-Do cardboard construction toys happening at the library. You come down, they provide all the tools, they provide the cardboard, and they teach you how to make some cool stuff out of cardboard. Also, I really like this too. The Greater Foothills Family Center out of High River. Their summer power hours are coming. So they've got July 4th, 2 p.m. water play, for example, July 11th, kite making. Who doesn't want to make a kite? We also, pleasantly surprised, we got a little shout out here from the local press. They were talking about the listings.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and at the very bottom there, it says, so what they're talking about, they do a monthly calendar, and we use it, as it says at the bottom, Connecting Claresholm, to report events. So here's the calendar. And I use this all the time when we're talking about events. So, for example, we can just take a look that today there's the scrapbookers and crafters at the Claresholm Social Center. Today also is the Toxic Waste and Electronic Roundup. That's happening at the town shop from 10 till 2.
Okay.
And tomorrow, a really important event. It's the Run, Walk, and Roll 2023, starting at Centennial Park. That is the Canettes of Claresholm in support of cystic fibrosis. So that's a really, really big event that happens every year with those folks. And so, and the last thing, this was super exciting because it's right in between Claresholm and Nanton, nestled right there in Stavely. Stavely has some cool stuff. This is definitely one of the coolest things I've seen.
Yeah,
coming up July 15th.
Look at this.
The Roadhammers coming July 15th. Stavely. Eventbrite for tickets for that, which is pretty awesome.
Let me just check with the kids here. Let's see how many Roadhammer fans do we have here? The kids are just big wide-eyed. They don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
What is a road hammer?
Yeah, what is a road hammer? You guys know what a road hammer is? No, they don't know what a road hammer is. So no, that's really awesome.
Yeah. So yesterday with Denise, I did joke about getting a QR code T-shirt, and Kristen's like, "Where is it?"
I still like the QR code tattoo that Dave Murphy had brought up. That was pretty good. I'm just wondering how long it would last before you can't scan it anymore. You know, because
or it scans to something else.
Or it scans to something else that you didn't intend.
Like, we all get older.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
So my QR code now goes to Safeway. I don't know what happened. It changed. It changed shape.
I gotta. Oh, Dave's here. Woot woot. Now we're gonna segue from Dave Murphy singing karaoke to our next karaoke that's coming up here in Nanton soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check with Amanda. Amanda, how you doing there? We got Kurt that's commented here, said keep your eyes on the ball. Ouch, ouch. So have you?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I got knocked out for just briefly. I was a little too close, so I've come a little bit further back.
You're not supposed to stand in front of home plate while they're playing. You're supposed to stay outside that perimeter fencing area.
But that's the best vantage point, isn't it?
I know it's a good vantage point, but that's not where you're supposed to be. So just so you know. Okay?
I just want to let you know for the record, there's a pug on site, and I did not immediately run over to it because I'm a professional, and I wanted to act accordingly and professional. So
did you say a pub or a pug?
Pug.
Oh, like a dog. Pug. Oh, I thought it was like a pub just rolled. Okay, got it.
Oh, well,
pub is there.
That could have the same response of me running over.
You didn't run over because you're a professional.
That was a very weird thing. Okay, let's. While you're at the ball diamonds there, why don't we throw up on the screen here really quickly what? So we've got this schedule here that's happening. So we got the Nanton under 9 schedule for today, the 24th. 10 o'clock a.m. So that must be who's playing right now. Diamond 3 and Diamond 4, Nanton and High River, Davisburg and Millerville. And then we've got 12 o'clock games that are happening. And then 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock championship game awards on Diamond 4. And then tomorrow we have another schedule there. So take note of all these times and the diamonds. I'm sure it'd be easy to find when you get over there, though. And this is what's happening, right?
Do a screenshot.
Yeah, do a screenshot. Or, you can back this up when we're finished with the show. It just stays up for everybody forever. Yeah. So you can just back it up and take a screenshot or take a look at it. And so
good idea.
And if you're not sure, wait a second. If you're not sure where the ball diamonds are in Nanton, just pull out your directory. And in
the directory
is a map.
Christy,
a map
Christy,
of Nanton.
Come on, where's your directory? Oh, look at that. See, you got the map in the middle?
I'm not going to bring up that the ball diamonds aren't marked on this map, but
don't bring that up. Don't bring that up, okay?
You know what? You could solve all of this with a simple QR code. I don't know if that's occurred to anybody, but
oh my goodness!
Ironically,
what a great idea!
Hold on a second.
Wait,
I gotta find this.
I think
you're looking for it too.
Whoa!
Because I think QR codes exist in this thing. So
yeah,
look at it. Look at this. There we go.
Oh, it's the Euro radio.
Euro radio. Scan the QR code.
The biggest QR code in Southern Alberta, and who's responsible for it? Oh, I love that.
Oh my goodness, this is great. Crazy. So,
Christy, so funny.
Christy, have you seen the Nanton directory yet? Hold on 1 second here. I want to hear you too. So you said you have?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you have. Okay, where did you pick yours up or see yours? Do you remember?
I feel like
put that microphone close to your mouth. I want to. Yeah, there we go.
I feel like I seen it at Cattleman's Corner, but I could be wrong.
No, that's very possible. Yeah, Cattleman's Corner had a bunch of directories. Mm-hmm. You know how many of these directories we printed for Nanton?
No.
We printed 1,000 directories for Nanton. Do you know people that live in Nanton? It's 2,200 people or something like that. Like half the town has got these directories now. So so it's pretty cool. Okay, Alec, my twin brother. Is there anything else that we need to know about Claresholm or?
Oh boy, I think and we've got a ball tournament going on here as well. Yeah, exactly the same thing. We got 4 diamonds that are all hopping. So yeah, if you're out and about, just keep an eye out for softballs, baseballs, young
Flying
kids.
balls. Yeah.
Just
Flying
be
balls.
aware.
Okay.
Be aware.
Wear a helmet
Yep.
Wear a helmet.
Always wear a helmet.
Okay, I'm gonna let you
at
go.
all times.
Kelly,
Awesome.
get over to the farmer's market. Let's see what's going on over there. Okay, Alec, I'll let you go then. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a fantastic day and the rest of your weekend. And say hi to the family for me.
Will do.
Of course, Alec and I do Connecting Claresholm every Friday from 12 to 1, and you can find us on multiple Facebook, social media channels. So just look for us, and you'll find us, I'm sure. So thank you again, Alec. We'll talk to you later, okay?
You got it. See you, folks.
Okay, so what else is going on here? Well, we've got some kids in the studio. We've got Christy here with the big smile, not singing with us, but we sometimes we like to put on like air band competitions. So then you don't have to be a good singer; you can just fake it. So I might approach you about that someday. I think the kids would love to do that.
Yep.
So we're talking to you from the Stavely Parkland 4-H Club.
Yes.
So what is your role in the 4-H Club? What do you do there?
So I am an assistant leader.
Okay.
This is my first year actually being an assistant leader, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're a great group of kids. I think we have 21 kids.
Wow. Now, okay, I asked you this question before because you guys are in Parkland, Stavely.
Yep.
I was like, how many kids do you have from Nanton?
Yeah, 3/4 of the kids in our club are from Nanton.
Holy man! 3/4 of the kids are from Nanton.
It's pretty awesome.
Now, does that include this kid right here?
Sure does.
Yeah, Faye, you're part of the 4-H club?
Yes, I am. This is my 4th year.
This is your 4th year. I was just going to ask you how long you've been part of it. You are good at answering questions.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask you, and you're just right on top of it. That's good. So Faye, tell me about the 4-H club. Let's learn a little bit about it for people that don't know about the 4-H club. What is important to know about what you guys do in the 4-H club?
Well, there's many different kinds of 4-H clubs, but our 4-H club is a market beef and market lamb club, and we our whole district as well is market beef and market lamb. We're mainly agriculture based, but there's many clubs, including in Claresholm. There's a multi club, so they have sewing. I believe they might have horse 4-H as well, and many other projects that isn't based out of agriculture.
Okay.
But our club is based out of agriculture, which I really like.
Holy man. And do they cover broadcasting there as well? Because listen to those answers. Christy, what's going on here? What kind of people are you developing with this 4-H club?
Pretty cool kids.
Isn't that is awesome.
Incredible.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So look, we got some hands behind you there, and the kids are, don't worry, kids, you'll get your chance to come on too. Don't worry. That's incredible. Is there anything that you can add to what Faye said there, Christy, about what the 4-H club is about?
Yeah. So these kids learn how to run meetings. So from making motions and deciding on topics that they want to focus on.
Taking over somebody's television show?
Yes.
That as well? Yeah.
That's on the next meeting.
That's the next meeting? Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
They also learn how to judge different products. Like, so we have a judging competition where they judge, say, different steers against each other. So they learn how to focus on different aspects of those animals.
Okay.
Or products, like, okay, which gloves are better, which water bottles are better, type of thing. So they have to sort of pay attention to the specifics, as well as they all have to write their own speeches and present them in front of our club.
Wow.
And then they are judged by some community members. And then if, they place in first and second positions, then they go on to district competitions and then regional competitions. So some of these kids have done, actually Faye could speak to that. She went very far and made us all very, very proud.
Faye, so tell us about your experience with that.
So this year, my speech was about living in a small community. And so I went to my club and I ended up placing first in club. So I was really happy.
Man.
And then I went and spoke against a bunch of my friends and community members and district actually in Stavely. So that was Claresholm, Fort McLeod, and our club Stavely. And I placed first again, so it was quite a shock.
That's great.
And then I went to Lethbridge with lots of my friends from my club and from my district. And I competed against 17 intermediate members ranging from all around southern Alberta. And I'm very grateful for my amazing experience there. It was very amazing. I had never done anything like that before. And I was really hoping that I'd place, and then they announced the top, like, I think 3, and then my parents were like, oh, Faye, you did really good. Like, this is an amazing experience, and I was really happy. And then they announced first, and it was my name for the regional winner, and my whole family and my entire club was in shock, and I was so excited. And I was really proud to win with a speech about my small community.
Wow, that's awesome. I love to hear that kind of stuff. And it the leadership and the presenting and the speeches and the writing, and that's very, very similar and close to my heart of what we do here at the station as well. And we want to develop young people to be very confident when they're going out and they're talking in front of groups of people and stuff. And that sounds like what they're doing with you guys. And that's the experience you're getting. Now, I have to say something. I'm very happy that we've almost got to create another segment here of kids doing cute things, because I think this show for the first time might be going viral because of kids doing cute things in the background here on the couch while Faye is talking about something really serious. Let's bring Amanda in here and do you have any thoughts on this, on the kids doing cute things segment?
I think that's a great idea. We should totally do it.
Yeah, I think we should. I think the kids doing cute thing is what we're going to do. So you guys don't worry. You're going to be on the hot seat here too. So what? But what?
I think along with that is we can continue to do kids that do awesome things like Faye, because Faye came to our Chamber of Commerce meeting and also presented her speech.
That's
so
funny, because I was going to ask about that.
I heard it firsthand, and she did an amazing job. You talk to Faye, and she's kind of soft-spoken. I think she was maybe a little nervous, but as soon as she stood up to say her speech, she was projecting. She had authority over the room, and it was amazing. So I'm really proud of her too.
That's so cool. That's
so
great.
We should continue to do kids that do awesome things.
Yes, I think that should be a new segment of the show. Kids doing awesome things. We've got another kid that just commented here. Somebody named Curtis Patton. Curtis Patton, do you recognize that name at all?
Is that familiar?
Familiar? Is that familiar to you? It says Christy learns by doing. True leader 4-H motto: learn by doing.
He spelled motto wrong.
He spelled motto wrong. I think it's supposed to be 2 T's, isn't it? 2 T's in motto.
Yeah.
So yeah, come on. Well, I mean, you can't blame a little kid for not knowing how to spell.
This is
true. So guess who I saw last night and is commenting now? So Dana Banana is here. That rocks. Kids do cute things. She loves the idea of kids do cute things. We'll see. We'll maybe put it out to the audience and see what they think if we do a little segment called Kids Do Cute Things. So I saw Dana Banana last night, actually. And we were kind of hanging out. We were rocking and rolling over in High River because they got the Guy Weedick Rodeo on right now. So guess what we were doing last night? And I was doing the sound for the band. Check it. Look at this. There's a party going on there, hey? Little Jackson for you? So, yeah, that's what I was doing last night. Dana Banana was there, so I want to thank Dana for coming up and saying hi and kind of poking some fun at me while I was trying to do my job. And she's good at distracting people, isn't she? She's really good at distracting people. So, Dana Banana, thank you very much for being on here. And yes, there's a vote for Kids Do Cute Things on our show. So I think they might have inspired something here. Why don't we kind of get back to the kids here? I want to get another one of our kids in the hot seat here and talk to them. So I will pop you out, Amanda. We'll get back to you in a second here. But while we're doing that, we'll switch things over. And I'm just going to make sure and remind everybody about some of our sponsors here. So, Christy, do you want to switch seats there? And then if we got anything, we got to chat with you about it near the end of the show. You can pop back in. Okay, so you guys are going to switch seats. And while you guys are doing that, we're going to talk about what's coming up here. Of course, we're always trying to keep everybody informed. So the way we do that is through the Nanton Mini Business Directory. And we have a page in there that says if you want to find out what's going on in town, then you just have to go to the website, euroradio.ca, and we'll have an event listing there, which will promote things like this. So, of course, we got Wagon Wheel Pub, who's one of our sponsors of the show, and they help us out. So thank you very much to the staff over at Wagon Wheel Pub. Nanton's good time, feel good place. Wayne and Val, of course, run that one. And we're going to be doing our next karaoke on Tuesday, July 4th. So mark that down and make sure you come on out 8 to 10. You can sing by donation or watch for free. And this is what karaoke fun looks like. Setting up the microphone. That's Dimitri there. And boy, we have a good time. This last one, we had some new singers, and it was a really, really good time. So make sure you guys come on out to the Wagon Wheel Pub. Nanton's a good time, feel good place. Thank you very much. Okay, we are going to get back to some of our guests here. Now, one thing I didn't tell Faye about. Faye, are you ready for this? So what we've got is now, who's this here? We're just going to turn our microphones up so we can hear you guys. Yeah, put that microphone nice and close. Now, what is your name?
My name is Riken.
Talking to the microphone, nice and loud.
My name is Riken.
Riken, okay. That's an awesome name, Riken. Thank you very much for joining us, okay? Now, Faye, you didn't know this, but there's a bunch of purple buttons in front of you there.
Okay.
Why don't you hold one down and let's see what it sounds like.
Oh.
I think Riken deserves a little applause. Can you find the applause?
Oh,
well, that's
not it.
Let's try another one.
There we go.
You're in charge of applause now. Okay, so when we introduce somebody on here, you got to push that button so we can get some applause. Okay,
I can do that.
Okay, what's the button you haven't pushed on the left side there? Which one? The second one? Have you used? No, on the left side. Left side. Yeah, that one. Oh, we got some boos as well.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to apply to the kids though. So maybe not the boos. The crickets though, that might. But Amanda doesn't think they're crickets. Amanda, what are they?
No, it sounds like laser beams.
What do you mean laser beams? There are no laser beams.
It's like pew, pew, pew. I don't think it's cricket.
Not laser beams. Okay, let's get rid of Amanda for a second there. Okay, Riken, let's talk to you. So I want to know all about your experience at the 4-H club. So what's going on with you, and what are you doing there, and what's your favorite part of it?
My favorite part of 4-H was probably winning third place for districts for my speech competition.
You won third place for your speech competition?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really good. So you got to write that speech yourself, right?
Yeah.
Now, do your parents help you? Come on, tell us the truth. Your parents do help you. I knew it. Well, how old are you though?
I am 10.
10. That deserves applause. Not a booing. You put it the booing. Hold down the applause. There we go. Oh, we've got a comment that just came in. Jill said, Addie and Brooke are cheering for their fellow 4-H members. Way to go, guys. That's great. That's awesome. So is there anything else that you can tell us your favorite part about being in the 4-H? How long have you been in it?
This is my second year in 4-H.
Second year in the 4-H. Okay. Now, and what kind of animals are you responsible for?
I'm responsible for lambs.
Lambs. Okay. And so what does that entail? What do you have to do with the lambs?
I don't really know.
Okay, well, that's in year 3, okay? Year 3, you're going to find out what you're responsible for to take care of the lambs, okay? Okay, so, but your speech and everything is going well. Your speeches are going well, and presenting is going well, and I think that's such an important part. So I'm really proud of you for doing that. And thanks for coming on here. It takes a lot of bravery to come on here and put up with me. So hopefully we can have you on here again maybe next year when you're, in year 3 of the 4-H club, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, do we have anybody else that wants to pop in the hot seat there? I'm going to check in with Amanda and see how everything's going there. Amanda, what's going on over at the farmers market?
Well, we've got some fresh fruits and veggies. We've got baking goods, some cupcakes, and banana bread. The Hutterites are here with their goodies and veggies and stuff as well. We've got a really cool thing that I've never seen here before. This lady who has these really gorgeous jackets and things.
Okay.
There's Norwexes here. There's all these homemade goodies. There's honey here. So there's something for everyone down here, and it's, I think, a great turnout. Lots of vendors. We're stacked full. So something worth absolutely coming down and checking out.
So this is week 2 now. Week 2 of the farmers market. This is on the southbound highway. Look at that. Wow.
This looks like it's probably alpaca.
That
really
looks
gorgeous.
Cool. Yeah. So this is between 21st and 22nd Street on the east side of the highway, right by the church, right? So in the church parking lot?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay. Right by the church. Be careful when you're around the highway because there's big trucks and heavy traffic for the weekend people going back and forth. But otherwise, inside is safe and lots of things going on. So
okay, awesome. Love your aviators. Love your aviators. Okay, we're going to get back to our in-studio guests here. So I'm going to now bring up our next guest. So what is your name?
My name is Katie.
Katie, nice to meet you, Katie. Thanks for being on the show. I want to find out about your experience at the 4-H club. Tell us about what's going on there. What do you know?
That it's a lot of work.
Is it?
All of sheep and.
But you guys don't mind a little hard work, right?
No, it's fun.
You like the hard work?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, sorry, you take care of sheep and.
I take care of sheep.
You take care of sheep. Okay. So now, do you know a little bit more about what you got to do to take care of the sheep? Can you give us a rundown on sheep maintenance?
Well, usually you have to actually shear and wash them.
Yes.
And it's a lot of work.
Yes. Shearing the sheep, washing the sheep. What are you responsible for feeding and watering the sheep?
Yeah, you got to give them water weekly and feed them daily.
Okay. And then what about their bedding and stuff? Do you have to clean that up? I always have to clean up the kitty litter. Are you responsible for any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we have to clean up their pen once a week or once a month.
Right.
Usually. I
don't think we need to specify what you're cleaning up. Just say cleaning up the pen is good enough, right? Yeah, that's right. We don't need to go into that kind of detail. So again, you are also presenting. You're also learning how to speak in front of audiences. You sound like you know what you're doing. I'm a little bit fearful having you guys in the studio because I'm wondering who's going to take over my show here and knock me out of the seat. Is it possibly going to be you?
Yes.
You are? Okay. I like that kind of confidence, though. It's never going to happen, but I like that kind of confidence. That's great. Now, how long have you been in the 4-H club?
I've been in the 4-H club for 3 years.
Okay. Now, is there a point, and maybe Christy behind you, I know that you don't have a microphone there, but is there a point where some of the kids are going to kind of graduate to become leaders and mentors for the younger kids? Is that something that you want to come and kind of sit beside and answer that?
Yeah. So some of the kids will graduate and move on. We have a couple kids graduating this year.
Okay.
And then I would hope that some of these kids will come back and volunteer their time to become leaders and kind of give back to an amazing organization that's given a lot to them. But yeah, it's just kind of a wait and see. I think most of the kids have had such a good experience that they plan to eventually come back. That's how great it is.
Well, how many generations do you think have gone through 4-H now?
Well, it's oddly enough, actually, I believe my husband's uncle was part of the 4-H club. I think there was one in Nanton back in the day.
Yeah.
So that's talking he's in his 80s now. So
wow.
It's incredible. Our club is actually 77 years old.
Wow. So 77 years old.
Pretty amazing.
That's crazy. Well, okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to get Christy to switch seats with you because I got a couple more questions here I want to talk to her about. But while you guys are doing that, let me just head back over to Amanda and see where she's hanging out. So, Christy, you can just let me turn that down here, and then when we get back to you, I'll turn your mic back up. So, where are you hanging out now? Where is this?
So I'm still at the farmers market, but I wanted to kind of pop in because our news of the week, our Nanton historical news, is kind of related to this.
Well, and that's kind of why I brought you in, because I thought this is a good segue to now move Christy back into the hot seat and talk about the Nanton Classic News. So we've got the Classic Nanton breaking news right now. We're going to talk about that, and then we've got a really cool video that I want to show everybody before I get back to Christy and talk a little bit about what's going on with the 4-H Club. And I understand there's some sponsors and an awards night dinner, and I kind of want to go over that stuff as well. They're doing some amazing things, but the history of the club being 77 years old, I thought fit really well into maybe coming into the Classic Nanton breaking news. So why don't you take it over there, Amanda?
Sure. So I can you put up the, the classic Nanton breaking news.
Okay.
So I haven't done the math on the spot, but on this day, June 14th, 1962, there was an article about the 4-H members of Leaders Service at the Calf Club banquet, and how a grand champion of the Nanton 4-H Club showing off their cow, and somebody purchased a calf for 31.5 cents per pound. I can't really speak to what it would be now. I don't know if you guys know how much. I don't think you said you did cattle. It's lamb and is it lamb and calf?
Lamb and calf, yeah, but Christy might know a little bit better about pricing and stuff. So, Christy, what do you know about the comparison of the pricing there? Oh, sorry, Christy, my fault. Okay, let's hear you. Let's go.
It's a lot more than that now.
Than 31 cents.
Yeah, so the lambs, I believe, have gone from anywhere in the $4 range up to $6.50, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
It is like each kid is responsible for bringing their own buyer. So some of the steers actually,
really,
yeah.
Oh,
so some of the steers actually this year went for a lot of money. These kids worked really hard to attain some buyers, and we're very grateful. That's why we're here for sure.
Wow, that's amazing. Actually, everything that you guys say, I just blows my mind. This is crazy what you guys are doing. Is there anything else with the classic Nanton news that we got to cover?
Yeah,
here?
one other thing is that there was one member, Lloyd Lind, who is now retiring his membership at age of 21. Is there a maximum? Did you guys go over? Is there an age max that
we kind of talked about the kids
retire?
graduating and moving on to more mentorship roles and leadership roles, right? So,
excellent.
But Christy can talk about that too.
This gentleman received a watch from the CIBC, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And when was that again? That was in 1962.
1962.
Wow,
that's incredible.
That is so cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, speaking of history here, and I've been really excited to show this, and we're kind of parting away from the 4-H club for a second. I do have a video I want to play, and again, just the segue of history is really where this is coming from. Last week, I had the honor to be able to go and film something that was happening that was very, very special over at the Bomber Command Museum. And it was a big deal, and I want to play that video for everybody because it deserves to be shown. So we're going to take a look at it right now, and hopefully we'll be able to dry our eyes here. So.
Hey, my dad was Lauren Willis, Bill Clemens. He served with the RCAF during World War II. Did some of his training down at Claresholm, BCATP Airport. And I went on to St. Thomas for further training, and then went overseas to England. In the last half of World War II, he served at Wambleton Airfield, just right between Thirsk and Scarborough, England. And he was there for 2 years. Dad passed away on December 2nd, 2022. He was 98 and 2/3, which is very important. And we have his ashes here today with us, and we're going to take him up for the engine run. It'll be his last one. I tried to convince him last fall that this Lancaster is a tri-motor. He didn't believe me, but here he is today, so we'll find out. But I'm wearing a shirt that he wore. It shows that he served the 1666 Heavy Conversion Unit, Wambleton, Yorkshire. And he and I have both been life members of the Nanton Lancaster Society, or now it's known as the Bomber Command Museum of Canada. And that's the story. We're taking him up here at 2 o'clock for the engine run. And we will be laying him to rest on July 23rd, 2023.
Joyce, what do you think of this way of honoring him?
I think it's very unique. It was very thoughtful of my husband to come up with it, but he does come up with some really good ideas. So no, this is great.
Okay, and Joyce, maybe it's better to ask you how emotional this has been for your husband. this is a pretty impactful thing.
It is, and he's very good at, I'm going to say, hiding his emotions.
That's why I thought it'd be better to ask you.
Yeah, but it is an emotional time for sure.
Extra special to have my parents and my late grandfather in there as well. So, I don't know, made it a little more special Father's Day for sure.
I'd like to thank Carl Kjaersgaard, who made this happen. I'm sure that there were people behind the scenes as well. I think he approached the board and they helped come up with this event for today. So thanks to everyone at Bomber Command.
So I'm going to be sharing that show and that little video clip. Obviously, Amanda is talking to somebody right now, so we'll kick her out there. But Christy, did you know about that story?
I didn't.
You didn't? So this is the first time you're seeing that?
That's incredible.
Yeah, we're going to share that video with the Bomber Command Museum, of course, and hopefully they can spread that out, and I'll give that to the Clemens family as well, so they can share that with everybody. Something that we get to do in town here to be able to honor these kind of people. And I see a real connection of leadership between, that and what you guys do at the 4-H club. So, bringing it back to the 4-H club here for a second, I know you had mentioned to me that there's a lamb market and steer show and sale. And some thank yous to the buyers of the animals, and then also community support. So, why don't we talk about the steer show and sale and some of the buyers of the animals, which I found out today that the kids are responsible for bringing the buyers. So, so you want to touch on that a little bit more?
Yeah. So, our show and sale was on the 6th of June. So the kids just completed that. But when we had asked the community for some support as far as like advertising these kids and so on, they were incredible, and not one person turned us down.
Of course, yeah. That's the community we live in, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's so cool.
Amazing. Yeah. And I actually wanted to mention one story because this was kind of a cool one. I had reached out to a guy by the name of Bob Lowe from Bear Trap Feeders.
Okay.
And this was earlier on in the year, and I said, hey, you should come to the sale. There are lots of kids are going to be selling some steers. Would you be interested? And he used to be a leader, actually. So he was like, oh, no problem. Yep. I'm coming. So anyways, he forgot about the show, or he mixed up his days.
Yeah.
Calls me the next day and says, I feel horrible. And I said, well, you don't even need to worry about it. Like, I appreciate that you feel that way, but like, seriously, it's fine. And he said, no, I'm going to make it right. And I want to offer a kid an experience. So he is, and it's not cheap. He is going to be sending one of our members to, it's a beef conference in Calgary in August, and like a very generous gesture. And I said, no, you don't need to worry about it. Please just come next year and buy a steer from one of these kids. And nope. I'm not taking no for an answer. And this is what we're doing. So that's kind of why we're here. Like, these people went above and beyond for these kids this year. So it's pretty cool.
That is so neat. And now tell us about this awards night dinner.
Yeah, so that's actually tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Well, good timing for this, right? Then. Okay.
Yeah. So this is an opportunity for these kids to be celebrated, basically. And we invite the kids' buyers as well as sponsors that have sponsored the kids' awards. And then they actually present the awards to the kids. And the majority of these sponsors are they're all local. And they are, so generous. So these kids get celebrated tomorrow. It's kind of cool.
That is so neat. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Amanda, did you kind of catch some of that stuff?
I did. I missed the video. I'm sorry. Our friend's son from Freshmart came up to me, and I had to step away. I had to step away for a moment. But I think that's amazing.
That hasn't. Yeah, it's amazing what these guys are doing. The more I'm learning about the 4-H club. Of course, I grew up in the big city, so 4-H club wasn't really a thing for the big city kids. But, moving out here, you hear nothing but the 4-H club and all about it. And to have somebody actually come in on the show and kind of, promote this even more and show people what this is all about, and have some of the kids come on and kind of show their development as well, I think is just absolutely... I mean, everything is touching my heart today. So
yeah, absolutely.
And
I think it's really important that the kids are enjoying it, right? They really advocate for it. And that's, it's not something that they're kind of like pushed into. They want to do it. And that's something generation after generation that you see in these rural communities that you don't see as much in the big city. So,
well,
Faye, I don't know, Faye, is that on your speech? I think it is, but
if it was Faye's speech, was that was part of Faye's speech? It was talking about how you guys are small town, how you're advocating for the 4-H club. Faye, was that part of your speech?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Okay. And it's kind of interesting to me what in the big city is considered the cool thing to do, the cool thing to be a part of. Who's this? What's this? People just want to be on the show.
Camera. Yeah,
they want to be on show.
Hi,
hey, yes, that's a good promo. So it's kind of interesting to me when you move out to the small town. I grew up in the big city. What the cool thing was to do in the big city, and then you move out here and find out what the cool things to do in the small towns are and what the rural communities are. Right? It's really interesting, all the interests of the kids and where they're going with this kind of stuff. But you know what? If they're learning and they're developing and they're growing as human beings, then that's really all we're trying to accomplish, right? And give them a good experience. Would you agree with that, Christy?
Yes.
You agree with everything
absolutely.
I said? Okay, good. Absolutely. Good. I'm glad we're in agreement.
We're making good humans.
Yes, right. Okay, well, that's great. Is there anything else, Christy, that we want to touch on with the 4-H club before I let you go?
The kids kind of had a few businesses that they would like to thank, if that's possible.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. What businesses do they want to thank? Well, you know what? I'll thank a business. You get them into the microphone there. And then while you're doing that, I'm going to say thanks to some of the businesses that help us out here at Good Morning Nanton Live. So they'll get those guys ready. And Trains Lawn Care is one of those businesses that, of course, we have the help of our community. And I just want to make sure we say thanks, as Trains Lawn Care started out with just a single truck mounted with a plow and a lawnmower, and have expanded their services and grown into one of the larger land maintenance contractors servicing Calgary, Airdrie, Brooks, Okotoks, High River, Nanton, and surrounding areas. Their expansion and stellar reputation for the past 20-plus years is due in part to their exceptional quality and timely service. Their maintenance teams complete a full property analysis during each visit and resolve any landscape-related issues to ensure your property is at its safest, healthiest, and looking its best. They're proud to say that they have their certificate of recognition with the Alberta Construction Safety Association and also accredited with Contractor Check and the Better Business Bureau, and are members of the CPC Irrigation Association. Trains Lawn Care, another proud sponsor of Good Morning Nanton Live. So, who have we got here? Oh, hello, you're back. Riken, right? Okay, so you had a thank you wanted to send out to some people?
Yeah.
Okay, get that microphone down a little bit. Pull it down toward you and get your mouth right into the microphone. Pull it toward your mouth. You can do it. Yeah. Do it like that. Yeah, there you go. Okay, ready? And who do you want to thank?
Thank you to the following local businesses for promoting our members. So, Blended Boutique. Cattleman's Corner. Cowboy Country. Lively Realty. Okay. Magnum Trailers.
Yeah, Magnum Trailers. Yeah.
Nanton Night Rodeo.
Okay.
Nanton Promoters.
The Promoters.
Nanton Boosters. The
Hive, of course.
Primal Soul.
Yep.
Cudlobe Farms.
Okay, Cudlobe Farms.
Mosquito Creek Law Office.
Nice. Okay.
Curtis Patton Prairie Management and Realty.
Okay. Yeah.
Just Passing Horse Transport and Bravement Services.
Cool. Okay. And have we got some more here? Have we got more? Yes. Okay. Let's hear. What list do you have?
A thank you to all of our 2023 buyers.
Okay. And that's all, or are we listing them?
We'll list them.
Okay, who are they?
The Alberta Agriculture Center.
Yeah.
Colin Esklund, Gerald Vandenberg, Hebraken Farms, Hamling Farms.
Yeah.
Kathy Spencer, Plaster Paint Canada.
Wow.
Kenny Cummings.
Yeah.
Rosedale Liquor, Shark Farms, Simmons Land and Cattle, Twin Valley Farms, Jordan Sears and Sears Ranches, Davis Chevrolet, GMC Claresholm.
Okay.
And then thank you for all the support you have given throughout the year. We are grateful to all of you. Words cannot express our gratitude. You are helping us grow into the best citizens we know we can be.
Wow.
One day we hope to embrace the youth of this community and others with the same generosity you have shown us, the Stavely Parkland 4-H members.
That's cool. And we got more. Let's do it. Faye, what have you got?
So these are some of our volunteers and sponsors who, without them, we could not have our 4-H club.
Okay.
So Bob and Lo from Bear Trap Feeders, Brant Tractor, Carey Auction Services, Carol Van Rootselaar, Chinook Breeders Co-op, Nutrien, Cudlobe Farms, Earthsmart Solutions, Foothills Auctioneers, Gravity Egg Services, Hamling Farms, Jared Sunquist, John and Jean Berger, John and Sharon Lange, Casey Doors, Kevin and Robin Todd, Ken and Bev Patton, MCG Scimitals, Mosquito Creek Law Office, Nanton Boosters, Nanton Promoters, Prairie Management and Realty, Ray and Maxine Oler, RJG Enterprises, Ross and Stacey Anderson, Shark Farms Ltd, Shark Farm, Skyland Petroleum, South Country Co-op, Spruce Ranching Co-op, Stavely Hallboard, Stavely Elks, Simmons Land and Cattle, Stavely Royal Purple, Terrence and Amber Peatman, Timber Ridge Land and Cattle, Twin Valley Farms, Ty and Haley Elliott, Tyler Solly and Caitlin Matters, Trevor Law, Vanny Farm Center, Chris Bell, Wawanesa Insurance, and lastly, Western Financial Group. Thank you so much for celebrating us and celebrating the egg industry as our passion. Without you, our Achievement Day would not happen, and we are very grateful that you could celebrate with us.
Wow. Very, very cool. Okay, we've got another one here. So who's this here? Who's this now?
I'm Ella Patton.
Ella Patton? Oh, I remember you, Ella Patton. Okay, Ella Patton, you got a list as well of some supporters?
Well, I have the Memorial Award sponsors.
Okay, let's hear it.
We have 9 memorial sponsors that we recognized each year at our club awards. All of the families are local to our area. As these sponsors were formed for each members or close family, we cherish the opportunity to keep their memories alive and celebrate their connection to our club.
Okay, nice. Are we mentioning anybody, or is that just the message you wanted to send out?
Mentioning.
Now, I noticed, Christy, you're really good at lip syncing that. Did you notice your lips are moving along with it? Okay, let's mention them.
We extend our appreciation to our Memory Awards sponsors: Dorothy Lange Memorial, Duncan Memorial, Emil Sunquist Memorial, Gordon Comstock Memorial, Jeff Lewis Memorial, Len Sunquist Memorial, Norm Lewis Memorial, Ron's Rod Shop Memorial, Wes Carey Memorial.
Wow. That's awesome. That doesn't surprise me how much support you guys get with this. I mean, obviously with the 4-H club being, as around as long as it has been, this is pretty amazing. Do all the kids want to come up to the camera there? All the kids can kind of gather around at camera, my camera, whoever's camera. It doesn't matter. You can come around a camera. Let's get all the kids in here. Okay. So we might have to lift up some of the kids. Who have we got here? Who's this? Okay, you're going to come in here with me. Okay, so I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Okay, really appreciate it. And we are going to quickly say thanks to one more sponsor for the show while you guys are on with me, because you guys are thanking everybody for supporting the 4-H Club and what you guys do. We also have sponsors that help us on this show to keep this show going. So we have Trains. We already said thanks to Trains Lawn Care. So why don't we now say thanks to G&JD Construction, who's a family-owned and operated company, has been providing general contracting services for over 43 years. They cater the construction needs of residential and commercial clients in Nanton, Claresholm, High River, Southern Alberta, and surrounding areas. They specialize in renovations, commercial builds, and concrete delivery and installations. The company has been run by the family for 3 generations, and we are proud to be part of the local commercial and residential community in Nanton, serving Southern Alberta. So thank you again to all of our sponsors here on the show. Now, before we leave everybody, so everybody who's tuned in watching, we want to make sure that we promote something else that's going on in Nanton. I don't know if you guys know about this, but we're going to play it right now, and this is how we're going to end the show. I want to thank everybody who's here in the studio with us. Thank Alec. Thank Amanda, my love, who's doing live on location over at the Farmers Market. We're going to give our Highway 533 band a little bit of a break because I know Vanessa's still not feeling that great. Thank you guys for being here. And we're going to promote the dance that's happening in Nanton, a family dance, okay? And it's happening on June 30th. So make sure everybody is there for it, because look at that. We got people dancing right there. So they got their dance moves on. We'll hope to see everybody there. We'll have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next week on Good Morning Nanton Live. Everybody say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Nanton, get ready to come dance the night away at the Nanton Community Memorial Center. Join me for a family community dance sponsored by the Nanton Community Broadcasting Association on Friday, June 30th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Think of it as a pre-Canada Day celebration. Every dance the NCBA has put on has been a huge hit. So come out again to groove and move to your favorite tunes. Wait a minute, are there going to be a lot of Canadian tunes? I mean, it is Canada Day after all.
Well, whatever people request.
I'm going to request Taylor Swift, Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, Barbie Girl, and all of my favorite songs. I'm also going to enjoy treats and refreshments at the concession. Wait, do I need cash for that?
Yeah, you might want to bring cash for that.
But not for the dance, because it's free.
That's right. So mark your calendars for June 30th and join all the party animals at the Nanton Community Memorial Center from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. for our pre-Canada Day family dance. All for free. Let's dance the night away together. This event is proudly brought to you by the Nanton Community Broadcasting Association.
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.